What is up, guys? We have the Aiper HydroComm Pro here, and this is an accessory that you can get for your pool that does two things, two functions. First off, it is a smart pool monitoring device. So what it does is it gives you information on your pool water and how clean it is, how swimmable your pool really is. So that's really neat. Second function of this, and what I'm more interested in, is the fact that it connects to the Aiper Scuba X1 series cleaners and allows for underwater communication. Yes, two functions in one device. Now, before we get into details about this, I want to tell you what's actually in the box. You will first get this piece right here, and this is the main piece. This is your buoy HydroComm Pro that you put into the pool. Now, out of the box, it will come with this case attached to it right here. I'm going to close that up just to show you. Out of the box, this is what you get. Now, this is a beefy little thing here. It's not cheap. It doesn't feel fragile at all. It's made to withstand your pull. Comes in at about 4.3 pounds, so it's pretty hefty, built to last. Outside of this white piece right here, this is sort of a silicone-like material, so when it's bumping around in the pool, it protects it from getting damaged. Top of this right here, you can see this is a solar panel. It uses sunlight to charge itself, so that's really neat. But on those cloudy days, dark days, if you need to charge it, at the bottom of this right over here, you can see there is a little port here that you open up for your two-prong connector that it does come with in the box. Close this up right here. And this right here is a little hook that allows you to connect your lanyard that it does come with in the box together, so you can place this in a pool pole, a pool ladder, whatever it is you have, instead of just letting it float around in the pool. Now, if you take a look right over here, you can see there is a lock and unlock button. It's locked right now. Let me unlock it here to remove this case here and to show you that inside there are three probes. First off, this is your probe number 1. This measures your pH, your ORP, and your temperature. Probe number 2 over here, your TDS, EC, and your temperature as well. And finally, your third probe back here. And this is interesting. This is your dummy probe. It has absolutely nothing to do with the HydroComm Pro right now. I'm expecting them to release a new probe later on, which gives you different values as well. So it's fun to take a look at this later on when something new is released. But as of right now, it's just a dummy probe. So there's no use out of this right now. Now, when you first get this out of the box here, you will have to take a look at your first probe, probe number 1. It's locked into place right here, right now, but let me go ahead and unlock it down here. Lock right button right here. You want to unlock it by twisting it, and I'll unlock it just like so. You see that? It releases it, and I'm able to pull this probe out. Set this back over here. Now, it's important to note this. This probe here has to be moist most of the time. It has a sealed protective cover on it right now, and when you first get it, what you want to do is you'll open this up right here. And let me show you what's inside here. See that? There's a little sponge in there to keep it moist. They want to keep this probe moist. When you first use this, before you put this into the pool, it will come with this cap right here. You can see it's perforated with holes on the side. You'll go ahead and switch that by placing this right on top here, just like this. And now it's ready to be placed back in. You take your HydroComm Pro, put it right back in where it is. You can see there's a little groove right there. On the back of the probe, there's a little line right there to line up that groove. You place this right on top here, like this. And then to tighten it, you want to just twist this again to the right. You'll see it go up. You see that? It's going up. And lock it into place. Now it's locked into place. Now, anytime you're taking this out of the water for more than a day at a time, you will have to replace this cover with this sealed cover so it doesn't dry out. It's very important to do that. You take the cover here, place this back on, and you turn it and lock it into place. Super simple. Now, in the box, you also get this right here. And this is your calibration cup. You can see it says 250 milliliters right there. Like every other smart pool monitoring device on the market right now, you will have to calibrate this. Every 60 days, you will have to follow instructions to calibrate it. In the box, you will get this little mixing stick so you can mix it around, and you get 6 of these packets here. These are calibration packets here, which you'll mix with deionized water every 60 days. So this is a 1-year supply. So keep in mind, you will have to calibrate this over time. Now let's talk about the two functions of the HydroComm Pro here. It's important to note there are two versions of the HydroComm. The normal version and the Pro version here. Normal version just has one function. This has that 2-in-1 function. So keep that in mind when you're looking for the HydroComm or the HydroComm Pro. with the HydroComm Pro right here, you have access to a smart pool monitoring system. So what does this mean? When you place this into the pool, it'll give you values and key metrics to your pool, how clean your pool water is. Now, I will tell you that this right here is not going to give you the most detailed information. If you're looking for values like alkalinity, hardness, CYA levels, you will not get that with the HydroComm Pro, at least not yet. I suspect that later on with that third dummy probe that I showed you earlier, that maybe they will release a probe that measures that, but I'm not sure right now. In general, the HydroComm Pro here will give you 5 key metrics. Without getting into too much detail about each, it gives you these 5 here. First off, pH. Second, you will get your temperature. Third, you will get your ORP. Fourth, you get your electrical conductivity. And finally, 5, you will get the TDS. Yes, those are the only 5 values, the only metrics that you will get in your pool on this device right now. However, having those 5 key metrics makes a big difference because of what the HydroComm Pro really is. And that is a continuously real-time monitoring system. Yes, once you place this into the pool, you'll have access through the online app to get that information. It automatically runs every hour to test your pool. And what this does great is the fact that it will alert you. It will give you those 5 key values. And when something is wrong, when a number is higher or lower, and that's good or bad, depending on what it is, it will tell you what's going on and you can see it. And that way you can react to it. You can add whatever chemicals you need to do to make that value get better. And that's where the HydroComm Pro will shine. It's not going to eliminate the fact that you will still need to get your test strips out. It's not going to eliminate the fact that you will maybe still have to take your little samples to the big box pool stores and get them to test it out. You won't get those other values, those more detailed values. But what this does really well is the fact that it makes it so that you don't have to do that nearly as often. If you were testing your pool water every single week, sometimes 2 times a week, this will make it so that because you're able to monitor it with your own system, your real-time continuous monitoring system right here, you only have to do that maybe once a month or so. It does save a lot of time, and it's the convenience factor that really does sell this. Now let's talk about the second function of the HydroComm Pro here. You will only get this on the Pro version, so keep that in mind. But the HydroComm Pro will allow you to use it with all of Aiper's new X1 series cleaners. Yes, this one right here is the Aiper Scuba X1. And it's important to note that this can be used with the Pro version and the Pro Max as well, but I have the X1 here for an example today. And by connecting this to the Scuba X1, really simple, just link it together on the app, what you get is an even better cleaner. Yes, the X1 series cleaners are already great, but adding the HydroComm Pro enhances it. When I first started using the X1 series cleaner, I always wondered, it felt like it was missing something. And with the HydroComm Pro, it completes it. Yes, underwater communication is sort of a new feature. Basically, it is a new feature. Any completely cordless cleaner on the market, meaning there's no cord at all attached to the cleaner, there's no tether, no floating buoy attached to the cleaner itself, completely cordless cleaner, any single completely cordless cleaner on the market will lose signal when it goes underneath the water. And that's because water absorbs signals. So when you're on your smartphone trying to change the cleaning modes, it won't get to the cleaner. You can't control it while it's in the pool. If you're trying to get the cleaner to come out of the pool with your phone, it won't do it because it loses that signal. The water absorbs that signal. That is until now. With the HydroComm Pro and the X1 series cleaners, you can access the cleaner, you can control it because it has underwater signals that's able to send to the X1 series cleaners. And that pretty much changes the game. Now, you're thinking, is it really necessary? No, it's not necessary. But you don't really know that it's not necessary or it is necessary until you use it and you get to the point where you think, wow, I really wish I could control it while it's underneath the water. I accidentally switched it to the wrong mode, and now I gotta wait until the end of the cycle to switch it back. I'm pretty much done with the cleaner here, but it's still moving around in the pool and I can't really grab it. Now I gotta go fish it out with the fish hook. Maybe it'd be nice if I could just push a button, and that's what the HydroComm Pro does. It allows you to communicate with your X1 series cleaners, and to do that, it makes it much more convenient. Now let's talk about the downside of the HydroComm Pro here, and that is the price of this. This comes in at a couple $100s. Now, keep in mind that any smart pool monitoring system in general, not just this brand, but any smart pool monitor in general, comes in at about the same price. So you're getting a really great value out of this when you're taking into consideration the fact that it also communicates with your X1 series cleaners. So if you're in the market for an X1 series cleaner or you already have one, you should factor in the cost of this HydroComm Pro. It really does complete the system. You will have access to the full array of features the X1 series cleaners has with the HydroComm Pro. Now, another thing about this HydroComm Pro is the fact that it is Wi-Fi based. So you want to make sure that you have really good Wi-Fi wherever you'll be using these devices here. If you cannot connect to Wi-Fi, you can't access your phone, then you can't use that app and you won't get any information. Now, I wish that this HydroComm Pro itself had some sort of display panel to show values, but it doesn't. It just has the power button and the retrieval button, nothing else. To get information, you really will need to have a strong Wi-Fi connection, so keep that in mind. Make sure you have a good Wi-Fi connection. So let's place the HydroComm Pro into the pool. I'll show you how the X1 series works with and without the HydroComm Pro and what makes it so great. Okay guys, so we're going to put the Scuba X1 into the pool. And I'm not going to turn the HydroComm Pro on right now to show you that there is no underwater communication. On the app itself right here, I can go inside here and you can see that I have access to the modes here. I'm going to set it to floor mode right now and I'm going to place it into the pool now. Let's place it into the pool. We're going to let it sink down and then start before I show you how it loses connection. Okay guys, you see that? Device disconnected because it went underneath the water. It disconnected. You can't command it anymore. I can't change it at all. I can't control it right now. So the only way to get the X1 out of the pool right now is basically wait until the cycle ends or I have to fetch it out. Now I'm going to take my little pool pole right here to fetch this out here. And this is what you'll have to do to pretty much take it out. And I missed. I have to target it where the handle is right there. So if I take that handle right here, I have it on right now. So now I can take it right here, let that water drain out, and just set it back down over here for now. Still on here. Now, let me go ahead and turn the HydroComm Pro on now. I'm going to turn this on now. See that? It is on right now. Now, I will place this into the pool. Before I do that, I'm going to actually place this little lanyard that it does come with onto my little piece right here. I'm going to fold this in like so, inwards to itself like that, just so that it stays connected. And then I'll take the little clip of that right there and hook it onto the HydroComm Pro over here. Just like that. And now I'll place it into the pool. You can see the lights are on and it is on right now. And now I'll just leave it in the pool just like that. Now, if you take a look at the app right now, this little icon now is on. This is the HydroComm Pro. Let me go ahead and show you this. I'm going to go back and show you now the HydroComm Pro is online right now. And it is currently linked to my X1 right over here. So that's great. If you want to change that to a different cleaner, you can do that as well. But I'm going to go back into the Scuba X1 right here. Go back in there and I'm going to keep it on floor mode right now. And I'm going to take the X1 now, place it back into the pool, and we can take a look at the app right here again. And this time it won't lose communication because we have that HydroComm Pro connected. You see that? Now it's showing you that it's underneath the water here. There's no disconnection message at all. And you have this new setup right here where it says stop. I can stop the cleaner if I want right there, or I can recall it, tell the cleaner to get out of the pool. I'm gonna let it move a little bit first, but I'm gonna show you that I can clean modes and recall it to come up out of the pool. Now the cleaner is moving now. You can see it moving on the pool floor right there. So now let's go ahead and hit the stop button right there. Hit that stop button. And if you take a look at the cleaner right there, now you do have to wait a little while here, and now it's fully stopped here. You can see in the pool there, it's just sitting there now. From here, what you can do is change the cleaning modes. Remember earlier I couldn't change it? We had it on floor mode. Now we'll go ahead and switch it to, let's say, wall mode over here. And now I can change it to wall mode over here. And now it turns back on. and it should start cleaning the walls of the pool. And now it's on. It is slowly climbing up my wall right now over here, so that's neat. Remember, I switched it to wall mode. Now, as it's cleaning that right there, I do want to show you the recall button. So when it goes back down at the bottom here, I'm going to go ahead and push that button. And what it'll do is it'll tell the cleaner to get out of the pool and to come out of the pool. So now I'm going to hit that recall button right here. It's loading right now. And look at that. The HydroComm Pro is telling the cleaner to climb up the pool. So let's watch it. It's already beginning to climb up the pool right there. And there you go. It's climbed up to the pool there, and look at it. It parks itself right there. It's off now. You see that? It's sitting there right now for me to take it out, and it will sit there for about 15 minutes for me to take it out of the pool. Awesome. Now, since it's sitting here, it's so much easier for me to just kind of grab it like so. I don't need that fishing hook or anything like that, and to just pretty much take it out of the pool. Now, one thing I do want to mention is this right here. There's this button right here. This is the recall button. Works the same as on the app, where when you push this, it will tell the cleaner to get out of the pool as well. So that's a second option instead of using the smart app. So just keep that in mind. So you guys can see that the Aiper HydroComm Pro here works pretty well in my pool back here. If you're looking for a good smart pool monitoring device, then the HydroComm Pro here does do that. However, it really does shine in the fact that you can connect it to your X1 series cleaners. Yes, if you've got an X1 series cleaner right now, if you potentially plan on buying one, you should factor in the cost of this HydroComm Pro as well. By having this, it will make your cleaner feel more complete. You will get access to underwater communication. Overall, definitely a pool accessory here I recommend.
We hope this review helps.